Welcome all. Today we will discuss the new topic produces equilibrium. So, first of all, define produces equilibrium. Produces equilibrium is a situation when a producer earns maximum profit with a minimum cost in the business. That means a producer's equilibrium that refers to the state where the combination of price and output gives the maximum profit to the producer, that is called as produces equilibrium. So now we'll discuss detailedly with the graph. So in this diagram we can see that there is an isoquant curve which is denoted by P in the green color, and there are the various isocos line that we can see which are highlighted in the red line. Now the producer wants to produce a production of 100 units, and this level of output is shown by the isoquant curve that is represented by P, and all the combination given by P, that is A, B, C, D and E, all the combination give this level of output, that is 100 units. However, the cost of producing 100 units at all these combination is different. So, which combination of factors of production will the producer choose? Will he or she choose the combination A, or he should go with the combination B or C is better for him? So it is possible may go with the D or E. How does it choose? This is very big question. It is very simple thing. The producer starts with the highest isocost line. The highest isocost line is O01, where is the he can produce 100 units at the combination A. Likewise, the producer can produce 100 units at the combination E also. The whole curve, the P will give the 100 units of output. So, on P, there are 2 points A and E. At both these points, he can produce 100 units. However, what changes is the amount of both the factors of production. The amount of factor by is more the amount of the factor at the point A is less at the point E. Vice versa, the factor X. However, if the producer is the rational human being, he would try to be on the lower isocost line because the curve goes below the isocost line, that is O01. At the isocost line NN1, he can choose a C, that he can produce the amount of units, 100 units with the combination B. So the producer go for the B. In the comparison to A and B, the producer go for the B because the point B is on a lower isocost line. A lower isocost line will imply a lower cost of production. Is the cost is a cash with the D. In the case of the D, the combination D will give him 100 units with the same cost that is given by P, because they are in the same isocost line, that is N1. So P and D are relatively better combinations than A and D. However, if the producer observe in closely, he can see that the isoquant curve P goes below the isocost line N1. It is going below, that means the possibility of reducing the cost furthermore. If the isoquant curve P touches the isocost line MM1 at C, So now the producer will go at the iso cost line M1 to reduce the cost. So understand that the point C, they're still able to produce the 100 units of output. The output remains the same because it is same isoquant curve. What changes in the cost? The cost of producing 100 units at the 100 cost in MM1. So is less than the cost of producing 100 units, the ISO cost line in N1 and the ISO cost line QQ1. So he would always want to be at the ISO cost line MM1 because MM1 gives him a lower cost of production, give him to the same level of output. A rational producer will always try to be at a combination C. And there are the couple of things I would like to tell you. So first is the producer will stop at the combination C. Why is that? Because if he go below the combination C, that if he choose the isocost line LL1, he may not be able to produce 100 units because he wants to decrease the cost. Furthermore, he have to sacrifice the below the output. He cannot produce 100 units on the isocost line LL1. So the production will stop at the isocost line MM1. When in the isocost curve P is tangent to the isocost line, you can see that the curve P is not cutting the isocost line MM1. It is only tangent to it. It is only touching it point C, and the point C is known as producer's equilibrium. So thank you.